Everyone, welcome back to another video from Winter Forest. Let's continue our leetcode challenge. Today's question is called a permutation sequence. So you're going to receive a given number m. It will only be between 1 to 9 inclusive. And you also be given a number k will be between 1 to n factorial inclusive. So we're going to return the given kth number. In the first example, you receive an n is 3. So the pattern, if you generate all of the permutation, the actual 6 pattern. So the third one, they expect is a 2, 1, 3. So if you generate all of the permutation, then you return the kth one. It definitely could, but it will be too expensive. So you need to do n factorial time. So how we could do it in more efficient way? Today I'm going to explain the first way is I think is the most understandable way, and then I show you the code for the backtrack. It's actually similar to the first I explained, but it actually uses the population of backtrack. I like to show you the code because the backtrack also can solve a pattern of a similar question. First, let's just use the first example, and we're going to find the pattern how we could achieve it in efficiently. So if you receive a k and you receive n equal to 3 and k equal to 3. So if we receive a number n is 3, we definitely, if we pick up 1, it will be 1 and 2 and 3. So if we choose the one, then we only left 2 numbers to permutate it. So either is 2, 3. Since they each left 2 have how many times? 2 the factorial, it actually is 2 times, because 2 times 1 equals to 2. So each, once I choose the one, the left the pattern could be have 2 times. So then 1 can be used, the left could change the order. 2, 1, 3, 3, 1, 1, 2. And in here, so this first we're going to have the table hold this one, and have have the table have the mapping for the one definitely in the first position. Then we're going to mutate where these positions index. So we actually give this starter. We know in here you receive m, so the group it definitely is 3. So how many group? It is n group. Start with 0, 1, and 2. And in here, we only know they are in the group 0, 1, and 2 is not enough. We also need to know the position. So we're going to return. So if you and how we calculate this position? First, we calculate the group. It actually the first we use this index like 0 divided 2. Why we divided 2? Because if we divide 3, and if we 1 divided 3, 2 divided 1 divided 3 equal to 1 is definitely where the group not correct. So we're going to k minus 1. So it actually it is then the in the same correct group. 0 divided 2 is actually it is 0, and 0 divided 2. 1 divided 2, it is 0. Then we have this is the 1 divided 2, it is 0, 1, 2, 1, and 3 divided 2, it is 1. Then have the 2 divided 2, 4 divided 2, it is 2. 5 divided 2, it is 2. So this is the group. That is how you find it. And once you have the group also know enough, we also need to know this index. They are in the group in which kind of position. So we actually could use 0, the index 0 model 2. So if 0 model and 2 it is 0, and if 1 model 2 it is 1, then remainder. And if 2 model 2 interaction is 0, so that in this group 0 position. And if we have a 3 model 2, it is 1. Then we have a 4 model 2, it is 0, and 5 model 2 also is 1. And since we have the k here, and once then we have all of this the position. In the ones position have 1 and 2. We actually also calculate this position when we write the code. We're going to loop every time. When you find this position, you're going to get rid of this value. And once you looping up to the k, then you're going to find the answer. Then we're going to return the answer. That is the code going to do. So let's recap it. First, we need to pick up the number, build this map. Then we start to generate. We're going to divide the 2 in here because k minus 1, because it start with 0 calculated. So k, we know they are in which group, and we also need to know they are in which the next k. Once you find this one, it is the k's position in this group. Once we loop find the, you see, in here you continue calculate. Once you find this one, delete here up to, in this case, up to the 3, then you stop the for loop, then you just return the answer. When I write the code, it will more make sense for you. Just start and write the code. Here what I'm going to, so I'm going to have a list string, because you're going to return a string, and actually they are in a table. I'm going to map them, so each table have a 1 row. So they actually have like a group, and one, this table have these 2, this table have these 2. I'm going to map the n. And how we do the mapping, we just write here. And we have because they tell us we only going to receive, you see, the n is 1 to 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. And we're going to pick up, that is why I group it. So I'm going to pick up a 1, push it into this table. Then the remainder and painting to this each string, because we already have the first character. Also, that is why you divide here, instead of divide 3, you actually divide 2. So you already pick up the 1. Now we have this table. The table already, and so already have 1, 2, 3. That is my first step. Are we going to check if it is n? It is very easy. If n equal to 1, we just return table at the 0 position. Because if only have one number, so you just pick up the 1. Otherwise, then the k minus minus. So we're going to build this index. Start with 2. Did you see? I start divided 2. So now here have the string answers equal to, by default this empty string, we're going to build it. And we're going to have a while loop, but in here we're going to return. Inside we're going to build this string. Here we need a looping after pickup 1, then the second one in here it is 2, and but in this case, so we need to find how many in this group are going to write a help function. Doesn't matter, it's actually in this coding test. Just looping it, the case number. Because how you calculate it, because it's 2, if it's k times k minus 1 and until it up to the 1, so we just write this case loop in here. In my case, it will be 2, then 2 times 1, then I'll put this the case, it will be 2. Each group have 2 items. And this is the group, I use the group. How about just use the position? How about just group it? The group, it is the k in here, you see, the k divide the case. No, how? It actually is the position. So you actually add this position, sorry. And it is this one, 0 divided, if the 2, so you actually start the k. No, this the k already minus 1. You actually started the 2 divided 2. Okay, this one at 1. So this one it will be the. If it's 3 in here, this is the 1. So and then we calculate the next k equal to model. We use the k model the case. Let me think. So first we're going to know they are in the which position. So if you group it. Second thing, once you have the k, I'm going to update the k. This k, it is divided how many in here inside this group. So in this pattern, the model, so 0, 1, and okay, it is. So either use the k. Then we have the each time we have this answer, we the answer you're going to append in the string to the answer. get the position table at this position. So you in which group you first pick up one, and yeah, then pick up the alt, like in here 0, 1, 2, 3. If it is one in which group, then you pick up this one. Once this is picked, you still looping. You build, so you actually build for this up to this one. Why this like this? So let's do it actually. Afterwards, you could remove it. Yeah. Just let's recap it. So first time, like I said, are going to only have they only receive 1 to 9 digits. So they definitely in my group are going to pick up the 1. So in this map, they already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 in a linked list. If n equal to 1, definitely only have one pattern. You won't go into loop. So pick up the 1, return. Otherwise, you k minus minus. Then you first find they are in the group. Use the k divide how many pattern, like yeah. Then you find the next case. Once you found it, then you build this case. But since this loop haven't finished, so this position already be picked. So you're going to remove this position. Table together. Table to remove this one. Once you up to the finish this n, build finish, now you have the answer. Then you just return the answer. Yeah, just run the code. Combination. Sorry, this is a string, not a character. Control Z. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I explained here, I didn't explain clear. So in the case, you see, we only looping have 2 patterns. So each group only up to 2 patterns. So you go into actually, so each time you have this case. So in the first, if you receive 3, this is 2, and the case, the first time the k, where I initiate the k, it is 2. It actually is backwards travel until you finish the n finish. Okay, so it won't looping up the whole pattern for the n. It actually just finish the pattern for each one have the k. And once you find it, so this position you not what you looking, so you're going to finish until going to the answer. Submitted. Yeah, it accepted. These are found quite easy for understand the way. So you build this one, you have the group, then you moderate, you have this index. So until you remove this the unlooping finish, so then remain the answer. It is the case